ecological issues. They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
feels so good. That's what takes me high, higher than I've been before. Your love, it keeps me alive.
Let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave YouTube.
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my channel again. You will be banned.
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Folks, let's move it on over. All right, let's go. It's Thursday night. What are we waiting for? We got a tight little show tonight. Lots of Vonhelton. We got some Rev and Shanny. A lot of this I'm sure you guys have seen. It'll be first time for me watching it, but watch it with me. We'll enjoy it together. Yeah, we got some Rev and Shanny calling out GMAN about something again. Some bullshit going on there. Gonna get caught up on that. Like I said, we got lots of Vonhelton. Thanks again to Todd and Fat Photog and people grabbing these, so I don't have to go over to that cesspool of TikTok and dig through it unless I have to. And we got some targeted citizen. I mean, it's a pretty well-rounded show, folks. Short and sweet, but we should be here a couple hours, so get yourselves comfortable, get your snacks, all that good stuff, all the usual stuff. I don't really have anything to preamble about. Trying to think if there's anything I should be covering. You guys probably are more in the know than I am right now. I've just been busy with other stuff. So, I guess just a note out there. I do see the lovely Lusty sharing links. Just so you guys know, I am reconditioning, revamping the merch store. It doesn't get used a whole lot, and I don't put a lot of effort into it. There's still merch over there. It's a different merch. I'm kind of gearing it more towards my other project at the moment, but there is some Vonhelton paraphernalia available still. So if you want your Come On Down Kenny mug or Department of Vonhelton debunking sweatshirt or anything like that, you probably want to move fast because that stuff is slowly being pulled and replaced with new, better merchandise for a different kind of idea. So go check it out. The link is there. If you do want something Vonhelton, get it while it's hot, because I am slowly removing that stuff from that site. So I don't think it's a big loss. I don't think anybody's bought anything off that since like 2023 or something, the last 3 years. So I'm not too worried about it, but it is just a call to anybody who might want something from there. Like I said, get it while it's hot. All right, folks, let's jump right into it. Actually, I'm going to skip a music number because I'm going to be honest with you. My karaoke folder for Vonhelton is, very underwhelming. I thought I had a lot more songs, but I just keep playing the same songs. I don't know what happened to all my songs. I know there's some archived playlists out there, so I got to go dig through them and get some new, or new, old, new. I don't know how that goes. Old, new stock, new, old stock. I don't know. Vonhelton karaoke's, but we'll get those, loaded up soon. But folks, we're going to jump right into it today with Targeted Citizens. So thumbs it up. Like I said, get your snacks, get comfy, get your loved ones, hold them close, folks. Here we go. The ride has begun.
Hey, you guys, it's me.
Here we go, folks. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
And my neighbor's obnoxious rooster. I killed off all the roosters on my property. I killed the roosters. I killed about 6 roosters. I killed about 30 guineas. I don't deal with animals that make noise. I don't deal with it. Today's I'm dealing with a bigger problem today. Let me tell you my problem. I am not a contractor. I am not a construction guy. I can build stuff, but ain't nothing I build up to code. I can do electrical, but ain't nothing I do electrical is up to code. I've never had an electrical fire from the work that I performed. I ain't got that problem, but let me tell you a problem that I've got. And you're going to think, the guys for the men in the audience, you're going to think this is hilarious. Legrand wall sockets. Legrand sockets. Let me show you. Good looking sockets. Got the breaker on the front. Turn it on and off. Got a cool color. They're square. Supposed to be really high quality. My electrician buddy, they got the holes in the back where you can just stab the wire in the back and then screw it in, but my buddy says never use those because they back out. Let me read this for you. Legrand product. Now, I bought these secondhand. They were all brand new. I bought a guy out, I think 2 years ago. I went to a double wide. These people won the lottery, and they hired a contractor. They went to Lowe's and just bought everything they thought they needed so they'd save money. Well, they got it all. And then they got halfway through the process, the contractor screwed them up because most contractors will screw you over. So the contractor screwed them, so they said, screw it, we'll just leave our house. They actually end up leaving their house and moving away because they got so fed up with contractors. Because listen here, people, you don't understand. It is really hard for an honest businessman to stay in business. If you're honest and you pay your taxes, it's hard to stay in business in America because if you do it the way that government wants you to, you're going to starve. So, I had all these. They were all brand new in the box. This box was ragged because it's freaking wet. All my tools in my building are rusted. Half my tools, I just found more things missing. I've had more stuff. I've been gang stalked more the past 2 goddamn weeks than probably the last 2 years. Just stupid stuff. A pig's hip in the middle of the road. Tina's interior light turned on, and I know it wasn't on no 13 hours because it would have killed the battery. Just stuff missing, just stupid demonic shit. All I can say is this program is demonic. It's like demons are running around and moving shit. Well, let's listen to a personal problem today. This product. So, on my off-grid house, I was running a 12-volt pump. And I got online, I was watching all these goddamn homesteaders. Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And everything looks great on YouTube. When you're allowed to edit. When you're not allowed to edit, you're screwed. Because nobody cares. So, online YouTube. Get you a 12-pump water pump. Get you a car battery. Get you an inverter. Get you a solar panel. And you got power for free. And you can pump your water as far and as wide as you want to. Well, that's freaking horse shit, too. These people on YouTube, and it's what people out there in the audience that don't make YouTube. Because I don't make YouTube. Because you can see I'm failing. I'm failing at YouTube. I've been stuck between 800 and 815 subscribers for a year and a half now. I got more views when I had 50 subscribers than now when I have 804. More views with 50 than I do now. It doesn't matter. It's just like all these other channels out there. They can use music. They can use music for movies, music for video games, music from goddamn TV shows, music for music. And they can roll and have a good time. I've added the least little bit of music to some of my, when I tried to edit. I added the least little bit of music to my videos. Boom, bam, canceled, copyright strike, cancel, copyright strike. Constantly. The constant censorship of targeted individuals. Just like me today, I got kicked off of Facebook today. I put on there, and I shared it on my post, the painter was right. That's all I said. The painter was right. Boom, kicked me off. You're associating with evil groups, criminal masterminds you're associating with. You're promoting hate and violence because of 5 words. Okay, let me get back to my rant. People on YouTube suck. They're stupid. So, I bought the 12-volt pump. The first one I got, I used it, and it was cavitating. You know what cavitating means? It means it was pumping and stopping, pumping and stopping, pumping and stopping, pumping and stopping. And I wanted to make sure when I bought it, I got the highest gallons per minute, because that's what matters, your GPM, gallons per minute. You ever seen a slow shower and an easy shower? I want a fast shower, so I want the most gallons per minute. So then I went back to Harbor Freight or Tractor Supply, and I got the bigger one. I got the bigger one, the 12-volt bigger one. Well, it pumped good, but it was still cavitating. Well, you know, it was pulsing, in other words, what cavitation means in plumbing. And then I realized, if I had that thing running a goddamn bathroom on a car battery, it would kill the freaking car battery, because it would take 30 minutes to fill up a goddamn bathtub. So I'm killing a goddamn car battery in 30 minutes. You think a 12-volt pump should kill a car battery in 20 goddamn minutes? It's stupid. If somebody would just come here and stay with me for 2 goddamn weeks, you edit the shit, show me how to edit it, and make money off the goddamn videos, I'll make you $1 million freaking dollars seeing the shit that I put up with daily. It's the daily stupidity of this goddamn homestead bullshit life. It is homestead bullshit. The people online, the ones that really make me mad is Life Uncontained. If you haven't seen them, it's a happy little couple. She does some kind of clerical work, and he's a freaking mechanic. And they got money to start with. They had money to start with. Then they inherited money from they inherited a piece of land from his mommy and daddy in the Texas Hill Country. And they go out there and they got acres of land. And they could put a container in the middle of it. And then they just film themselves with this goddamn container. And every week they're buying this, and every week they're buying that. Oh, it's a shiny, happy fucking family. And they get done, they got this ugly goddamn monstrosity there that they could have saved money by not even using the freaking shipping container. They could have they shouldn't even use, why not just, listen, people, if you want to do a ship container, if you want instant, you just want to move right in and have it enclosed and waterproof, boom, ship containers, way to go. Way to go. But if you got to do that shit by code, it's stupid. Because listen, we got a metal building that's not going to burn. Well, what are you going to do? Building code's going to tell you, well, you got to put wood framing in your shipping container. You got to frame it out now. Now it will burn. Oh, the frame will be, the metal box will be there. But it'll trap you inside with the fire of all the goddamn wood. So what's the point? If you have to frame out walls in your shipping container, what is the point? What's the point? I'm going to get to this eventually. These stupid things. Let me read the box. Guys out there that are in and know, I want you to listen to this bullshit. Features and benefits. Outlet self-test every 30 seconds to ensure continuous safety. Safe lock protection. Disconnects power to the outlet if ground fault protection is lost. Hidden tamper-resistant shutters protect against electrical shock. External pressure plates provide a faster and more reliable connection. Enhanced back body and posted terminal screw make wiring easily. Where's the stupid thing I read earlier? Maybe I Googled it. But it said on the internet about these things because I spent 30 minutes trying to back the screws out of an outlet. 30 minutes just trying to back these let me see. 30 minutes to get a screw that goddamn big backed out of the outlet. 30 minutes. Mind you, the outlet is in the wall, hooked up, and I'm trying to add an outlet to it. I'm trying to add to my existing outlet. 30 minutes before I finally got these out. Most of them have a copper or brass plate that goes over underneath the screw that compresses over top of the wire. These don't. And then, why was it so tough? Why was it hard to get out? Why was it near impossible to get that out? Oh, well, they said what they do is, from the factory, they go and booger up the end of the freaking screw so it won't back out during installation. Wait a second. You mean to tell me you take a perfectly good product, Legend, and then you strip the freaking screw, and then we back it out to put a wire on it to put it back in? It's stripped, and now it won't bite. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you. Put the screw in the hole. Turn. You see? And look, there's not even a wire on it right now keeping it apart. Look, and it still doesn't thread up. It still doesn't thread up. There's nothing to thread to. Because once they messed it up from the factory so the screws don't back out. And then, when you try to put it in, they won't thread up because they messed the fucking screws up. This is the world of stupidity we're in. This is the stupid shit. How many of these wires back out, people? How many electrical wires back out of these outlets? It's not like there's a toddler on the outside of the wall yanking the goddamn wires trying to pull it out of the back of the fucking socket. No, it's not. This is the dumbest shit I've ever... It's not the dumbest shit. I was married before. That was some dumb shit. This is some super expialidociously stupid shit. So, an hour and a half I spent trying to put this one goddamn wall outlet in. And guess what? When you buy one, you want it all to match. So then you buy 9 more. So I've got 9 more of these stupid goddamn things. And here's the problem. I don't recall having this problem with the other 5 outlets I put in my house. This is the second one that I've tried. But as you see, I even tried to put the screw in it, and it won't even bite. The one that's in the wall that's running my TV and stuff, I backed those two. The top two were fine. The bottom two were tight as Dick's hat band. I couldn't get them out. But when I take it out, I put the wire on it and go to put the screw back in, it won't tighten. Because it only catches at the very last threads where it catches at. I got theme songs running through. I got songs running through my head. Give me something to break. Let the bodies hit the floor. Metallica 1. I mean, the amount of stupid in this goddamn world. What engineer thought it would be a good idea to strip a screw, run it in to keep it from backing out when you have to back it out to put it back in to attach a screw to it? I could go on.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Alrighty, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is your daily dose of morning coffee this morning with your conservative host, James Paul VONHELTON, Master of the Mystic Arts, Sorcerer Supreme, Demon Slayer, and part-time Hurricane Destroyer. Now with more bubble bursting power. And we are here to give you some useless information that's supposed to drive your imagination. And in political news this morning, we have Caroline Leavitt has decided to step down and take care of her newborn baby, which is 100% understandable. I don't think anybody would say anything against that one. Obviously you want to spend time with a newborn baby. Now, the media, though, is, of course, trying to say that she's gone for good. I don't know that. She didn't say that, at least not to my knowledge. As far as I know, though, she is stepping down to take care of the baby, but she could easily go back at any time, I would think. But in any event, she is stepping down for her baby, and that's a good thing. That's a real good thing. And so, I wish her all the best. I wish her and her family bright blessings from the gods and goddesses of freedom religion, and hope everything goes well and all that good jazz. I had 3 children of my own, so I know what it's like, and I know especially infants require a lot of attention, and so that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. And so yeah, kudos, man. Bright blessings to everyone involved. Now, they haven't picked a replacement, though. At least not that I'm aware of. Even the media said they hadn't picked one yet, so I guess we'll wait and see who that is. Anyways, I just thought I'd share because I can, because I should, and because you have a right to know. And so y'all have a wonderful day, and better tomorrow. Bye. Alrighty. It is your daily dose of morning coffee. Albeit late in the afternoon, seeing as I had some important things to take care of this morning. But so we're getting a little late on our morning coffee, but it is morning coffee with your conservative host, James Paul VONHELTON, Master of the Mystic Arts, Sorcerer Supreme, Hurricane Destroyer, and Demon Slayer. And now with more bubble bursting power. And so yeah, we are back to regale you with useless information that's supposed to drive your imagination. And that's exactly what we're going to do, because it has come across my desk that Saudi Arabia is reporting archaeological finds of interesting hieroglyphs and writing that does not look familiar to anyone that we know of. Aha. So that's interesting. So we'll see how things go with that. But I wanted to report on it because, hey, it went across my nose. And it's important. So now, what is this? Could this be something to do with ETs? It could be. It could be. There's always that possibility. But the writing that I saw didn't look familiar. Now, maybe later on we'll find out it is familiar, but it didn't look very familiar to me. The hieroglyphs obviously were not Egyptian, and the writing didn't look like ancient Sumerian or anything, so this may be something new that they've discovered, and so they're making all kinds of discoveries. 100, if I understood correctly, 100 discoveries, man. Wow, holy shit. That's a lot. So, yeah, it went across my nose this morning. I thought I'd report it, so I am. And, but yeah, fascinating stuff, man. Fascinating stuff. And we'll see where that goes. Still waiting on Trump to disclose so that me and my girlfriend can have normalized relations. Hopefully, Mr. Trump, Mr. Hickseth, and Miss Gabbard, and all the other people in Trump's administration will get right on this shit, get it expedited, get everything done that needs to be done, so that me and my girlfriend, but I don't know if she wants to call me a wife or not. You want to call me a wife? She didn't say much. I think there was a little blurb she said a while back where she wanted me to be her wife in their environment, in their culture, you know, that sort of thing. But she understands, too, that I need a human wife here on Earth, too. She understands that. She's okay with that. Anyway, I'm digressing a little bit. You know, the normalized relations, though, because I would be, I mean, I really would. I would be a liaison to their people for the human race and human people, and to show that, yes, there are humans out there that have a functioning brain, and they're not out trying to kill everything or everyone, which is what they're looking for. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for human beings that are ready to move into a Class 1 society. And to be quite frank, a lot of humans are not ready for that shit. They're just not. They're just not ready. The word that was used was tribal. They're still too tribal. You have to get away from all the tribal crap. And, you know, and there again, which is one of the things that I've said in the past, the monotheism and atheism tends to breed tribal thought. And so if we get rid of atheism and monotheism, the tribal thought will go out the way of the Edsel and the dodo bird, and paganism will reign supreme, and everything will be just fine, right? Everything will be just fine. So hopefully we can get that done and get it handled. Hopefully. Hopefully we can. We'll find out. Anyways, I thought I'd report on it because it is pretty cool. What I saw, the pictures I saw, look pretty cool. So we'll see what develops out of that. And you know, well, Bon, why are you giving it to it? I'm giving it to you because you need to know, you should know, and you have a right to know, which you do. You have every right to know that information. And hopefully, there'll be something cool come out of it. Yeah, that's the plan. All right, you know, have a pleasant day and better tomorrow. Bye. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are there any grasshoppers left, or are they gone? They're gone, right? Yeah, you've ate most of them. I did not. I had 5. Yeah, okay. Well, then there should be tons left. Yeah, I know they're gone.
More than 5. You had 5 yesterday.
You gave me a stack of them. That's like, other than that, I had like 2, so I had like total of 7.
No, I saw you sneaking a bunch.
I have, Shanny, I only eat 1 or 2 at a time. I don't take an entire roll.
I eat 1.
I have like.
You see how we're bickering over food?
Yeah, it's because it's. There's not much in the house.
I don't starve you.
No, you don't.
I just want to have something to myself for once.
Something to yourself for once?
Yes! You got your peanut butter all to yourself. You have your granola bars all to yourself.
Oh my god, all of this peanut butter and granola bars.
I don't even ask for any of that, but you eat the less of mine, and I have to be okay with it.
Are you... Is this real?
I don't even ask for that stuff.
You can't chew this. And you don't like peanut butter much. You said yourself.
I know, but you can't let me have anything to myself. You have to eat everything. Everything. I can't have anything to myself.
This is insane.
Well, you can have your granola bars and your Jif. Why can't I have something to myself?
This is absolutely insane.
I've been surviving. That's where I've been surviving. Working my ass off as much as I can, possibly. I look skinny. Thank you. Thank you. I know I've been losing roughly around 10, 20 pounds a month, so I'm getting there. I'm getting there. The history of GMAN. A man I've known for 15 years. It's never been really good relationship, ever. We met in Google Hangouts in a place called Nadia's.
Oh, Nadia, come on.
Something comes from nothing all the
Come
time.
on, Nadia.
Quantum mechanics.
Nadia!
It
Wake
happens all the
up!
time. It
Wake
is-
up now!
Back, I think, in like 2014, I think. Because we met him around the same time.
Did we?
Yeah. Because you were talking, you were mostly in Nadia's room at the time.
Oh God, that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, we never had a good relationship because he always was attacking people. And I didn't like that. I don't like that at all. But I garnered sympathy for him because people were always coming after him and always attacking him, not knowing what kind of person he was.
Me going in that basement, taking an assault rifle, going over to Texas and blowing his head off.
We were in Google Hangouts. We basically were in debates together. He had his own show, GMAN, and he always did GMAN versus the world, which is basically this show where he goes on and talks crap, and then a bunch of atheists come on and attack him, and it just never really got anywhere but made him a fucking joke.
If owning a slave is immoral according to your ridiculous worldview, then me owning this cat right here, would be immoral according to you.
Me, on the other hand, I went on Google Hangouts because I wanted to start preaching the word of God. This is my origin story, I guess you could say. I took a break off, I guess, YouTube for like 2 years and spent 2 years reading the Bible over and over again and getting my faith solid. And then I went back on YouTube, told everyone I'm a believer in Christ, and the haters came on after that and started attacking me. I was on the Drunken Peasants, girl who didn't believe in the moon a long time ago.
I just want to know, do you believe the moon exists, or is that not real?
I believe the moon is a light source.
And that brought a lot of negative attention toward me, and I just wanted to preach the word and talk about weird things, because that's the type of stuff. No, Jason brought me to Christ before I even went to Google Hangouts. I was with Jason. I met Jason on his channel in 2012.
Yeah.
So we knew each other for 2 years before I even met G-Man. So, what is a hangout? A hangout is kind of like StreamYard, but from that time it was like with Google. People would come in, talk to each other. They banned it because of, they found out that people were streaming child porn. Yeah. Do I believe the moon is a hologram? No. Well, I think we all live in a holographic universe, I'll say that, but not, I think the moon is more likely a space station. Not kidding you. I'll talk about that another time. So, I didn't talk to G-Man that much because he didn't want to talk to me because I wasn't like super big at the time. I only had like maybe 100-something subscribers back in that time. Nobody really knew me, but I came on and I didn't want to debate atheists because debate is reprobate. I wanted more to talk to them and try to persuade them to the coming of the Lord. You know, some have turned to Christ, others walked away thinking I'm crazy. That's okay. I I think my first interaction that I thought was really funny with G-Man was when we were on Google Hangouts. And what was the thing with Google Hangouts, the other thing where you'd like, it was kind of like Facebook. What was that called? G Plus, yes. I started interacting with G-Man on G Plus, trying to talk to him here and there. He was completely ignoring me. But there came a point where he didn't ignore me because he kept hearing what I was saying. Now, let me tell you, most of the time he wanted me to come on his show and debate people. Now, I don't debate people. It's just not my thing. I'll tell you what I believe in, but debating is kind of egotistical. It's based on, it's just a pissing contest, and it's stupid in my opinion. And debate is reprobate. There's that. And that was always solidified in my mind. You can see that in Romans 1, the first chapter of Romans in the Bible. God, I gotta put my two freaking brain cells together. Fuck. But yeah, he always wanted. Okay, so we were like hanging around with a bunch of people in. God, I don't even know where to start because it's so fucking much. But I remember I went on his channel the first time I went on his channel, and it was private. So a private Google Hangout, so no one could hear. And he told me, Shanny, if you really want attention, all you have to do is stir the pot. I'm like, what? Stir the pot? Yeah, cause drama. Yeah, so that gives you the framework of where G-Man is. He likes to stir the pot. He likes to cause drama. And not only does he like to cause drama, he likes to stalk me, which is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. I don't create drama. Drama comes around me. Anyway, fuck, dude. Fucking dumb. Yeah, it does. I tend to ignore the drama. I tend to try to steer away from it. You do realize my man has given you money before, right?
What?
I'm just wondering. But anyway, JD, you might have a little bit more respect for me. But anyway.
Oh, hold on. I'd like to hear the relevance of that.
Why? Because I'm a human being.
Does the fact that I received money from someone, how does that affect how I should talk to you?
Because you might watch your mouth a little bit.
Why? We're waiting. I'd like to hear where you're going with that. Like, oh,
the reasoning, please.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug, people.
I'm listening.
It's a hell of a drug.
Could somebody kill our camera? I feel sick watching the eat.
Oh, no. I think we're on the point. Right now, you said that, my boyfriend, or I'm sorry, my man, gave me money, which he did.
My man.
Supposedly, her man is Rev News. To which I said, Rev News, my condolences.
Me, my soft spot, my first love in what I do is to counsel people, to help people, to make people feel like they're not alone. Had to do that a couple times today with a couple folks. But anyway, he was on this show called Talking Shit Tuesday. Well, he wasn't on the show. They just talk about him on Talking Shit Tuesday. It was this man called JD Kane, Dragnot Silvis. Who else was on that show? Oh, the pedophile Matt Bell. He was on that show a lot. He was on the Christian side. Yeah, right, Matt. I hope you're burning in hell soon. Anyway, just a lot of different atheists versus Christians, and we created something called the Great Debate, all of us. And basically it was a debate, is God real, how, like, what religion is, and like it was just, the Great Debate. We've had people talk about this with us before. But I think I met G-Man through no other than the infamous Brett King. I'm going to summon him now, Jesus. I always have to say his name and then he comes back to haunt me.
I think that Shanny, as well as Jason, whom don't appear to ever be willing to change their ways.
I think that's the first time I actually, talked to him, face to face, is through Brett King. Because Brett King, pretty much at that time, he knew everyone. everyone regarding religion or atheism or anything. He knew it all because he was at the beginning of YouTube. So was I, but I was an atheist at the time. So I was on the other side of the park. But Brett Keane was an atheist at the time too. But we both found God around the same time. And me and G-Man were... I'm not sure if I ever truly liked him. Like I'd be, you know, nice to him, but then there was times where I couldn't fucking help myself because he's so fucking stupid. One of the greatest things JD Kane ever did for the world is he said, you know what, G-Man is like this red big button. You want to push it and you try to resist to push it, but you just can't help but to push the red button. What does G-Man do? What red button? Everyone died. Like, dude, you are the red button. Do you get that? So, I was married to someone else at the time. And he used to call me up on Google Hangouts, and he used to mock my husband, saying, I'm gonna take her from her, I'm gonna take everything you have, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, yeah, always trying to get closer to me. After my breakup with my ex-husband, he called me up and he was like, hi, my name is GM. I guess I'm gonna say GM because nobody wants me to use his real name, even though we all know his real name. I'm sure there's someone in the audience that will say his real name. So, how about GLM? Let's see, there you go. There you go. They're already saying that. You know why people know his full name is because he was doing a marathon and he told his full name at the marathon so people could come and watch him at the marathon. And then afterwards, everyone started calling him by his real name, and he got mad and said, you're doxing me. And it's like, nah, bro, nobody's doxing you because you said your fucking name on a live
I'd also like to point out that like his emails and everything associated with all his social media had all his real name and stuff. I don't think he ever really hid it very well, to be honest.
stream, and everyone heard it. So, holy fuck. He just seems so aggressive, so petulant, so childlike in his thinking. He definitely didn't act like a man of God in a lot of ways, because he always stirred the pot. Like I said before, he always tried to start fights. And I'm sorry if my memory's so scattered. It's a lot, you know, with G-Man, especially when he used to say he'd take me away from my ex-husband. And he started doing the same thing with Jason. Before I got with Jason, after I broke up with my husband, contrary to rumor, I never cheated with my husband with Jason. That didn't happen. That's a lie. We just knew each other. But G-Man called me up, told me his name. For some reason, said he was in the Dollar General, and he was asking me what healthy foods he can get at the Dollar General. I'm like, I don't think you can get anything really healthy at the Dollar General, bro, other than maybe raisins. He's like, what about this Butterfinger bar? I'm like, Butterfinger isn't really healthy for you, dude. But he persisted, and this is how I got to know him more, how he got my phone number. And then I ended up with Jason. I don't think G-Man liked that very much, that I ended up with Jason. I remember one time me and Jason, he knew I had feelings for Jason, and this was like August or something of 2018. And I was really falling in love with Jason at that time. Now, many people didn't realize that we were talking at the time, but we were talking pretty heavily with each other. And I remember one time on his phone, he's like, I'm not going to compete with another man. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I said I'm not going to compete with another man. I'm like, there's nothing to compete with. I like Jason. The end. I mean, but he started getting a little bit more jealous of Jason when I moved to Scranton for Jason. G-Man would used to call a lot, say he did the same thing with Jason. I'm gonna take your girl, take your money, take your house, take everything from you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I know it is. No, I don't think G-Man's attracted to Rev. Maybe a little bit, but I think he's more attracted to me. I'll be honest. But he always tried to get my attention. Let's go forward a couple years. You know, G-Man ended up homeless, and it was in the middle of the winter, and I was like, we were living in Colorado at the time, and we had a house here in Scranton. And we essentially let G-Man stay at the house to protect him, because I don't want anyone homeless.
I was not homeless, and it wasn't winter. Go to school, Shanny.
I'll be honest, I don't want to see anyone homeless. It's not the best way how to live. It's very tiring. You're always walking everywhere. You're sick most of the time.
And I think I'm coming down with the flu. I doubt that's what it is, but I think I'm coming down with the flu because I have not been eating lately. The urine's been burning when I go to the bathroom, and I'm like I said I have not been sleeping well lately. I just haven't.
So I gave him the house to live in. This motherfucker, he calls me up one day, hey, Shanny, I need this money so I can pay for my cell phone bill. I was like, okay, dude, I'll give you a cell phone bill and I'll give you a little extra so you can get something to eat, right? Being nice and kind, because, you know, we had money at the time.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Yeah. 2 days later, he's on his live stream asking people online for money for his cell phone bill. I call him up and I'm like, bro, why are you asking people for cell phone money when I just gave you money for your cell phone? He's like, oh, well, I put that money to, what was that one radio place called?
Blog Talk Radio.
Blog Talk Radio. Yeah, I put money on Blog Talk Radio so I could start my radio show. I'm like, wait, I gave you that money for your cell phone and now you put it to Blog Talk TV? He didn't prioritize things very well. And I told him to leave the house afterwards.
I gave you $200. Why didn't you pay for your phone then, G-Man?
Okay, so I already.
For that, I gave you money to pay for your phone. Why didn't you pay your phone then, G-Man? You want to try to make this about me being selfish.
Two people can't talk at the same time, Shanny. But if I kick her out of here, I'm a bad guy, right? I'm a bad guy if I kick her out of here. Mm-hmm. You gotta let me talk, Shanny. You gotta let me talk. If it's just gonna be you, okay, and you're gonna expose yourself. I'm just gonna be quiet. You're gonna expose yourself. Show me the spirit of self-control here for a moment. The fruit of the spirit.
If he used that money for food, wouldn't that be better than turning his phone on? Which he said he used it for food.
He asked me specifically, crying on the phone, asking for money for his
I wasn't crying on the phone. I was not crying on the phone, and I got witnesses to show you that. No, I was not crying on the phone.
Like all the rest of them fucking liars here.
So anyways,
but Shanny, if he using
Robert, Shanny, you be quiet, Shanny, let me talk.
Electricity and
this is how they win debates on here. Blah 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 blah. Don't let nobody say anything. Get it? Come on. Their entire plan from day one was to get me to fix this place for free.
So I was pissed, absolutely pissed. I kicked him out of the house. I gave him 30 days to leave the house, by the way. That motherfucker, he made it seem like we automatically kicked him out of the house, that he had nowhere to go. He made this video where he was like walking in the snow and crying pretty much.
This is the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. I'm go to the storage place over here. And if I can get me a driver, I'll get my stuff out of there. Maybe if I work until like maybe midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe 2 o'clock. Because I got to find it. Nobody wants to drive in this mess and help me move. So, and he got a storm coming. He's going to be doing this till 2:30. So, and at night, in the morning or whatever. So, this woman, I swear, if I get hit by a car, I'm telling you.
And G-Man was being heavily harassed at the time by Dragnot Silvis. Heavily. You know, does the summer of G-Man sound any familiarity to some people?
911, where's your emergency?
Yes. and it was calling my job trying to get me fired, and it was these people on the internet doing it. And I would like to know what my options are.
You don't have an emergency at this time, sir?
No, I don't have an emergency, but these people are constantly calling my job trying to get me fired.
He lied, and he made me look like I was trying to do something harmful to him, when it was like he was the one who fucked up first. He was the one who lied to me about money. So we stopped contacting each other after that. Couple years later, we start talking again because I felt bad for him again, because this is how it always happens. That's like my weakness, is I see like a little human suffer and I'm like, oh, let me take care of you. But we were leaving Colorado and we knew we were going to Scranton.
I just got this eviction notice that we gotta be kicked out here in the weekend, and we're losing our fucking car and everything all at once. I need fucking help. I don't know what to do. I'm fucking panicking. I've tried all I can. I need G-Man. Okay, so can someone severely get me hold of G-Man? Because I need him. I need someone in my life.
He was close by, so we met G-Man in real person at Scranton. And then the weird shit started to happen.
Yas, King! That's awesome. 47-year-old man doing that. You are awesome. Yes!
I didn't hang around in hangouts with him much at all. I was in Nadia's room like a lot, and he would pop in from time to time to create, as she said. He said, just stir the pot, right? He loves doing that, and just because it's all narcissistic fucking, focus on me, look at me, look at me. And the majority of the time he sounded like extremely not intelligent, and you know, they compared him to something I'm not even going to mention, because it's not okay to call somebody of that race what they were calling him. But I had a very positive view of him, and aside from the childish shit, because that's how I chalked it up to, just being childish, to want to have the spotlight on you, you know. So Shanny mentioned the last thing, the fucking cell phone bill. So because we both decided at the time, we're not going to stand around and watch G-Man be on the street. We're just not going to do that. So we decided to give him that house. And like, she kind of cut it off where the cell phone bill thing came, and if we broke off, well, we ended up giving him that house. And well, let's just say the last time that I talked to him about that issue of me putting that up for him, he said, oh, you just gave me a rundown place and it was a more of a burden than anything. Yeah, but it was extreme. See, this is why you don't, I don't know, I'm getting to the point in life where I'm starting to think that unless you know 100% in your heart that the good deed that you're about to do is what you should do, you should think once, twice, and 3 times and pray a bunch of times on it, okay? Because we're talking about a property in the area that it's in, that it's not worth, it's not nothing that it's worth, okay? So the level of hurt that I feel over this shit, that we put him up in we literally put a roof over the guy's head, and now apparently he has opposite money problems, that he has lots of money. Well, that's really good for you, Gary, but sorry, didn't mean to do that. I don't want to get sassy with it, because then I'll just start saying his name constantly, because I know he can't stand that. But it really fucking hurt, you know, after we did this. I don't care what the internet wanted to do, bringing drama into the shit, because he loves the drama, so it wasn't hard to do. But then he started putting us on blast every fucking day, and just spewing total bullshit and like fabricated stories and all kinds of shit. And then at the end of it, he was just putting our stuff on air and like playing around with weird shit, and like, I don't know, dolls my grandmother had or something, and he was like playing with them. I mean, we literally put a roof over this guy's head, and the response to it is that. Now, yeah, he helped us out when we came back here and we needed help. He did. But the level of weirdness that this guy injected into our life. I mean, it was like he'd come through the door and just be like, well, I want to debate you on this, Shanny. I want to debate you on that. And it's like, you know, I'd be alone with him, walking with him. I'd be like, you know, it'd probably be a good idea for you to not do that, because it's like Shanny doesn't even like debating people. I don't understand why you think it's such a, like, is it like a fucking badge or something that you want to debate her on an issue? But he would always do that. He'd just ignore me. But
Feminism of all things.
well, and evolution, when you don't like stand up and want to talk about evolution, you just fucking.
No.
He just wanted to fight.
Subject's boring.
He just wanted to fight you.
Yeah.
For some weird fucking reason. But
Yeah, he likes to fight females, I think.
man, that's weird. But anyway, I mean, I don't have much of a history with the guy, you know, other than helping him out with the house the way we did, because he was homeless and we were just thinking, no way. We had enough money at the time and we didn't need that property, so why not help him out like that? Other than that, I don't have a history with the guy other than that.
When you met him in real life,
What about it?
how he used to touch you.
Oh, Jesus. That's the thing, man. And it was, he'd get real cozy, you know, and snuggly and huggy and shit. And at the same time, he made it a weird thing that we would say to him, hey, you know, we love you, G, for what you're doing. He's like, they're always telling me they love me. Yeah, Christians love each other. We're supposed to be known for our love for one another. It doesn't mean, you know, pole and whole love. No, it's unconditional love. You know, the Christian love, G,
Agape?
that's what we were talking about. That's how we love you. It has nothing to do with anything else. But yeah, he's a real rubby type individual with males, which, you know,
When he met Dragnot, he was rubbing on it too.
yeah. So there's two testimonies of it. That I don't know what that is. You know, I had the long pretty hair, maybe. I don't know. But would I say that I think there's something there with that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. He got some closeted parts of himself, because Christianity says you can't be gay, which is bullshit. You know, that's total bullshit. You can be a totally blood-bought Christian and like the same sex. There's nothing in the Bible that says anything about that shit. Okay. And Sodom and Gomorrah's sin was fucking greed and not giving a shit about other people, coldness, and they were decadent because they had all the money they could want, because apparently there was fucking oil there, you know, and they were selling shit like that. So it wasn't homosexuality that caused the downfall of Sodom and Gomorrah. Homosexuality has always been a thing. It's always going to be a thing. You know, God doesn't give a shit about that. He really doesn't. He doesn't want temple prostitutes. He doesn't want that. And you shouldn't fornicate as a Christian. That is in there. But anyway, if that's the issue you really want to know about, yeah, there were times we hung out that he got way too weirdly rubby and close.
Yeah, the time we were watching Nightmare on Elm Street 5, and then he turns around and says that we want to have a threesome with him.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you get involved with this guy, just know that if you decide to cut ties, that there's going to be a bunch of fucking bullshit stories that he tells about you. Which is crazy. I didn't think he was that type of person to just, like, make shit up and just blatantly lie about fucking shit. It's like saying we're watching movies that are, like, sexual. It's like you chose movies. So is it you injecting that into it? I think so. Because you've been weird with me, and I know now the last time that you were here, which was an absolute fucking shit show insanity. Like, you need mental help, bro. That he revealed that he wanted Shanny, which he was always telling me, no, I don't want that. You guys are perfect for one another. You know, I don't want any part of that. That was bullshit, I guess. Or you're just playing a game saying you want her. I don't know what the fuck is. That's the problem. Like, any counselor, I'm telling you right now, any counselor in the places that I've been in the mental wards, okay, would say this guy should be here for probably a few months, because there's some that you got like a fucking obsession level 20 with people you don't even know, bro. We helped you out, which we wanted to leave it just at that we were Christians loving one another and helping each other out. But then you literally stole even my old channel name, jacked my channel name and tried to start being, I don't know, your version of me or something. I don't know what the fuck any of it was. But I could tell you that if you want to know the truth about the guy, he needs meds.
He was in a psych ward for 3 years. I know why now.
Yeah.
Because of his obsessive compulsive disorder of stalking people and treating them like they're nothing at the same time because they get weirded out by him.
There's just no way that you could have these types of interactions with somebody and think that it's normal and think that that this is just like their everyday life. But apparently it has been for a while for him. And I really do hope that, because he says I'm a Christian, you know, oh, I'm a Christian, I don't have any mental illness, there's no need for, you know, meds or anything like this. That's bullshit. Some people really are fucked in the head. And they do need that type of shit, because his interactions with people are extremely bizarre, man. I haven't talked to anybody that's just in his personal life and that, like, not YouTube. I would wonder what they would have to say about how he is, because it's very bizarre. You just got a message in text. Why was G-Man homeless? Yeah, why was he homeless?
Okay,
Yeah.
so a bunch of people on the internet called his job and got him fired, and he got kicked out of his house, which I found out later he actually never got lost that job. He got it back real fast after he got fired. I know, right?
Oh, shit, man.
And I think he was just trying to garner sympathy, to tell you the truth.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So he lies about things and garners sympathy for himself so he can get other people to, like, get on his side. There was this Down syndrome boy called Robbie. You remember Robbie?
Yeah.
He always stuck up for G-Man, not knowing what kind of person he is and not knowing that G-Man never really liked him and, you know, thought he was weird because he had Down syndrome, right? He doesn't like disabled people. He has a problem with them, you know.
For real?
Yeah, he don't like gay people. There was this one time he said if a man came on to him, he'd beat the shit out of them with a bat.
It was
a trans. Thank you. If a trans came on to him, he'd beat the shit out of them with a. Like, he says these mean, horrible things about people without regarding them as, like, people. That was on the Drunken Peasants. Yeah, it was gross. He'd always go on the Drunken Peasants. He was like a whore for Drunken Peasants because he needs the fucking attention. He needs the attention. No, he's not much of a cusser. I've seen him say hell and damn, and that's about it.
One thing he did say to me is, privately, if you heard my mouth, you wouldn't recognize me. He said that once.
Yeah.
You'd be like, whoa, that's...
No, I never used to take that way with the LGBT. Absolutely, because I am LGBT. I never felt that way. I don't think you should bash people because they're gay. That's fucked up. Why? Well, I mean, adultery is a worse sin than being gay, in my opinion. Because you're literally backstabbing the person you're with.
I really don't think being gay is sin at all. It's just sex preference.
Yeah.
I don't see anything in the Bible that says that homosexuality is a sin. I don't think it's there. Because the verses with Paul, it's all about temple prostitution and strange women and shit like that. There's nothing about same-sex this or that. It's just God doesn't care. It's entirely just your sexuality. It's what you like to play around with that way, you know?
Yeah, it's like who you're attracted to.
Yeah, you can't control that.
No.
That's why these conversion camps in Christianity are insane.
There is a video that G-Man said you can pray the gay away, which is absolutely dog shit stupid.
There's zero chance. If you like a guy, you're going to like a guy as a guy.
Yeah, no matter how much you try to, oppress it within you, you're still going to have those thoughts, those feelings toward,
Conversion shit is literally just the person denying who they are.
I think conversion therapy is evil.
Yeah, it's cruel to do to someone, man. That you try, it's mind control. And then the person lives life for however long they can, and then they usually end up exploding in some
That's
way.
actually a really bad problem with Christianity, is the conversion therapy and trying to turn people into people that they're not.
That's crazy, man.
Like, God doesn't expect perfection from you. He expects love, honesty, kindness.
Yeah, well, how would... No, I'm not single. I'm with her. The fuck? Can you tell me how you would feel as a straight individual having someone try to force on you that you're not straight? How
Mhm.
would you feel about that? You'd hate it. And you go, screw yourself. What the hell are you talking about? I'm straight. Yeah. Well, that's how gay people feel. They're like, why? That's what I like, you know? And why would you judge that? Well, the Bible tells me I have to judge that. Where? Give me one verse where Jesus says you must go preach my gospel and preach that homosexuality is sin. Show me the verse. Yeah, you can. It ain't there because it's bullshit, okay? It's one of the biggest reasons the church has been hated so bad, too.
Yes, it
Why,
is.
why would you be trying to tell people who they should be effing, you know?
It's none of your business. Now, it does say something against fornication.
Mm-hmm.
It says things about, Jesus talked about adultery.
Absolutely.
But he never said anything about homosexuality.
No, and neither did Paul. That's, you know.
No.
There's one verse where it says, you know, the man leaving his original desires for another man or something like that.
And then effeminate.
Mm-hmm. What, effeminate males?
Yeah. But that's Paul. He was a Pharisee.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, he's going to be legalistic in those ways. But the point is that there is no way it's a salvation issue of how you feel about what you want to have sex with.
No.
It's just, there isn't, okay? And I think that's probably a big thing that we could help with, is like bringing Christianity out of the fucking hate for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Complete bullshit lies about what's in the Bible.
Yeah, it says in the Bible that God will meet you at your own judgment. Now, I really fear for G-Man because how he judges others is very cruel. It's very unethical. It's weird for the most part.
Absolutely.
We got a puddle over there.
I know.
I gotta get that cleaned up. Sorry, random tent living.
Your
You know what I
paper
mean?
towels, we got none. What the fuck?
I know. We gotta get.
I don't know. It's over there anyway.
I know. It's not near any of our stuff.
It's
Thank
not in
God.
living space, so
No.
we're okay. I wish I had more to tell you about G-Man, but I don't. You know.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna make up stories. Like he doesn't give a fuck about making up stories.
No.
He'll say anything, but I'm not gonna do that because it's like, why?
The whole me body slamming my son, that was made up by G-Man.
The fuck, man? When?
Never.
No, I'm saying, when did he start saying that?
After we left the house.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know about that.
He's come to our house several times to stalk us, made videos exposing it. Like, he's so weird how he makes these videos showing how he's stalking people.
Yeah, he had like a shot of himself doing a cartwheel on my grandma's porch.
Yeah.
What the?
That's so fucking weird.
He's bizarre, man.
He also did something similar to Miss Hussey.
Really?
Yep. Stood right outside her apartment building. His apartment building.
Yeah, Hussey's not trans.
I know.
She's a gay man.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Who likes doing drag. And has a
Exactly.
character called Miss Hussey.
Mm-hmm. Loudmouth Hussey.
Yes.
No.
That's true. I think, anyway.
Loudmouth.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched anyone.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want any part of any of it anymore.
Neither do I.
After the last story arc of, you know, us breaking up and shit, that stuff is so toxic in my mind. I never want to think about that shit again. It was just it was a nightmare. It was a very bad crisis of fucking mental health for everybody. That's what it was. So I don't want to even, like, thinking about those channels just makes me want to vomit at this point.
That's true.
And it's not because I don't like the people even involved with the channels. Because I did get to know some of those people in that time. And they're fine. They just want to make money.
They do.
But you guys should really, really think about not doing what you did to me and her to make your money.
No.
Because it's fucking evil.
It is.
I'm going to tell you right now.
And it
it's
gets
evil.
people killed.
Yeah. Or self-harming and all that.
Yeah. You need to, like, fix yourself before you try to fix someone else.
There's so many good things that content-wise you could do. Like, reviewing content is fun as shit. And you know, it's paranormal stuff, alien stuff, that it's awesome.
Yeah.
Do stuff like that. And trust me, you're going to get more viewership because you're in a very niche audience with this. We're going to harass this person until they want to, because that's the content you're into. And it's going to make you a real bad person too.
Yeah.
Consuming that shit.
If you're doing that shit, don't call me a bad person when you're doing that shit, man. When you're harassing people online and calling their jobs or calling anything you can find that's related to them and trying to get them in trouble.
There are positive ways to make content.
Yes.
And not challenging. It's literally you watch something and you give your opinion and you give commentary with it.
Yeah.
If you can do it, which is what platforms like this is made for, with people that can do that, you can make money at it if you're good at it, and that's really cool. But it should be totally banned content, the type of shit they put us through.
The thing that GMAN's doing should be banned too, because he's literally on camera stalking people.
It's insane.
Like, why are you allowing that on your platform, Google?
You're going to be held liable someday for this shit.
Yeah.
If you don't correct it, you know?
Exactly.
And I know you got good lawyers with your terms of service that you write it up real good, but I'm telling you, you get a good enough lawyer, and I could try the case and I think I'd win it pretty effectively because they're violating their own TOS because they're saying that they're going to protect you from these things and they don't.
Correct.
You got it? So I think that's all the argument that the court would need to hear, and then you got a massive, probably $1 trillion lawsuit against Google for pain and suffering. If you include people like Chris Chan, the completely person that was ripped apart just because they made fun of him so bad, you know, and they fucked his mind up to thinking he's trans, all this shit.
Amberlynn Reed and Foodie Beauty's another one that should be on that list.
Mm-hmm. Targeted harassment.
Yes, targeted harassment. Stop doing that shit.
As entertainment, that's insane.
You're teaching people how to be psychopaths, okay? You need to stop doing that shit. It's not good for mankind, and it doesn't benefit anyone, not even yourself. Maybe you get a few bucks out of it, but at the end of the day, you have to look yourself in the mirror and realize what kind of piece of shit you are. I don't want to do that. I don't want to face that looking at myself as a piece of fucking shit.
Exactly.
You know,
harming people for the sake of entertainment is high levels of evil. Because in most cases, you're dealing with people that are not 100% mentally stable.
And G-Man is one of them. He's not mentally stable.
There's no way.
He needs help. And I think people really need to start pushing that instead of making fun of him, is pushing that he needs help. Because he's obsessing about two people who really don't want to give a fuck about him. Because he fucked with us too much. He did too much. He did too much.
Yeah, and no means no. You realize every time we've seen him since, we've been like, look, we're not consenting to even a friendship with you. Just leave. He can't handle that. It's just like, I don't understand the obsession. I don't. If he likes Shanny in that way, then fine. I never knew that because he denied it all the time. But she's choosing me, dude, so I don't know what to tell you.
I never chose you, G.
No.
Not once have I chose you. And
then it'll go, oh, wait, but what about that one video where you called me your boyfriend? She was totally...
That was a joke video to mock you, actually.
Well, you wanted me to get to talk to you again, too, because we were a little bit there.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that was, I think, the main motivation was to get me on the horn again, which is fine.
I don't even remember the reasoning, to tell you the truth. It was so long ago.
Yeah, well, we had a couple fights or little small things.
Yeah.
And I was silent for a little bit with you, and that drives you nuts, the silence. I know. When I go no contact, it bothers you, so.
You're pretty.
I'm old.
We're both old. I should have put it on horizontal, and I didn't. I'm sorry, folks.
No, it's all good, man. So, like I said, if I embellished shit, I could make up a bunch of bullshit. But I'm not going to do that.
No. Most of the things people know about G-Man, you've seen, you've heard of.
Yeah, I've already said it. If there was something on my part, I already fucking said it. There's nothing new.
The fact that a bunch of people are coming out saying he's stalking us at our old location and stuff, and
insane.
Like, we had one of the people from CIC contact us and tell us that he was there at the CIC looking for us the other week. We weren't there.
Behaviors like this are what you call warning signs for something that could be worse, which is why I would hope that his family knows who we're talking about. So if there's people that can come into your life and really help you out if they love you, is your family.
Yeah.
And I would hope that they would maybe consider a 302 or something for a little bit.
I think a 302 would do him very nicely, actually.
Yeah.
You need to get mental help. You need to get out of the realm of YouTube and stop fucking obsessing about YouTube. We don't obsess about YouTube.
No, I don't.
We have a life outside of YouTube. We have friends. We have people we talk to. You know, not YouTubers.
Yeah. I think about all of YouTube's shit in my life at this point as past tense. And I really don't think that it would be in my life going forward, other than what we're doing now, which is a completely I'm not going to get into personal stuff, but like I'm here as an employee, really.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here, because otherwise you wouldn't see me again, I don't think.
Yeah.
Ever again.
But we have to make money. We're living in a fucking tent. We have to try to find a way how to survive.
Yes.
It's hard to survive out in the streets.
And we still want to be streamers. Yeah, I do. But would I choose a platform of YouTube? That's pretty much guaranteed zero no. I know the viewership's going to be lower to start with, but if you could do a good enough show, you could get people to come over to you. That's for sure. So, like, if I was doing conspiracy stuff and brought back what I used to do and full-fledged doing it again, I don't see it on this platform.
I would like to get a computer so I can start doing proper shows with OBS.
Yeah.
That was another thing that G-Man used to want me to do. He wanted to teach.
Oh, thank you. What's the Cash App? What's your Cash App?
You can look at the description below. It's down there.
There you go.
My Cash App, my Venmo, and my PayPal is in the description below.
That's beautiful.
Just choose the 3 ellipses. Is that what it's called?
Ellipses.
Ellipses?
No, it's
The
one
3
ellipse, so
yeah.
it's an ellipse.
Yeah.
Ellipsis.
Ellipsis, whatever it is.
What the fuck?
But
3 dots.
The 3 dots.
The 3 vertical dots. That's not an ellipsis, because an ellipsis is horizontal. It's vertical.
Good point.
So the 3 dots, the 3 vertical dots there. Okay. But no, you can't be on a platform where you're going to have people that just are enabled to get in your real life and fuck with you. Because that's really why we are where we're at right now, is because people fucking around in our lives to the point where they see a little bit of innuendo on a search and you're done. Okay, it's over. And it doesn't matter if it's a fucking convenient job. So we're stuck in a position that's shit. But hopefully, with the help of somebody that we met, and you call us an employee now, I hope we can get on our feet and then do our own thing again. Because I would definitely do conspiracy shit and review videos and stuff like that forever.
Yeah, look at UFO sightings, talk about Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's great.
That's what we want to focus on. Maybe a little, world events.
No, I do politics hardcore again. Absolutely.
I do politics hardcore too.
Yeah.
Because these are the things that we are interested in.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're not interested in the G-Man world.
Oh my God.
I don't watch anything G-Man does. The only reason why I know what G-Man is doing is because I'm told what he's doing.
That's how it's always been.
Yeah, pretty much.
That we're told shit.
I can't stand G-Man videos. When you're on a G-Man show, he's like, especially with me, he always muted me and didn't allow me to speak. I was just there to be his backup in case he wanted to stir drama. And it was the most stupidest, wasteful, unproductive shit I've ever seen. Because it's not productive to just completely bash people just to bash them because you don't like their position, their thoughts, what they believe in. Like, who fucking cares if someone's an atheist? Like, really?
Yeah, you got freedom of thought in the country, and we're not a theocracy. So what the fuck?
Atheists and Satanists can be really kind people. I'm just going to be honest there.
Sure.
They can be really kind people. But it's like, I'd get these live streams a long time ago, when Google Hangouts was, and I'd make my own live streams. And I'd, for the most part, get along with the atheists.
Yeah.
G-Man comes in my room, stirs everything fucking up, ruins my relations with these people. And there's been a lot of people who have attacked me because of that fucking asshole. And it's bullshit that I have to be attacked because he wants to be the #1 center of attention. You know, go on your channel, do your G-Man versus the world. Nobody fucking cares, G. Nobody even cares about your live stream you're having right now. You know? Because all you do is bitch, complain, lie, cry, act like you're some kind of victim, and you're not even close to being a victim. Not even close. You're actually the villain. I told you a long time ago, your biggest problem in life is you want vengeance on people. You don't allow the Lord to be your avenger. And I said, one of these days, God's gonna take you out for that shit. And I still hold to my word today. You know, the more you mess with me, G, the more you're putting a freaking big old bullseye from the Lord on your face.
Ooh.
Just know that.
Plenty of proof out there for that.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with me.
You really don't.
Don't.
You really don't want
You need to stop this bullshit of trying to attack people all the time, especially us, because we don't do shit to you.
I just want to go in the future and like, I've tried to bury it with him so many times, it's ridiculous. And then some bullshit happens, and then he's back talking weird about us. I'm just done with that shit.
Yeah.
I just don't want any part of it anywhere near my life.
Yeah, I don't want you in my life.
Just period, you know?
I don't. I don't want you in my life. I don't want you to come near me. I don't want to talk to you. I honestly, if I wasn't given this subject today, I wouldn't even have talked about you.
Right.
But
we're employees now, so we gotta, we do.
But I was given this topic to talk about, so I decided, okay, I guess we'll do it.
Yeah.
You know, but like, just get it in your head. These two people don't want you in their life. Simple as that.
I don't know how many times he needs to hear that, but
like, we were gone for what, 2 months on YouTube, and the whole time he was still talking shit about us? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I wasn't listening to you. I don't watch your shit. I'm not subscribed to you. I don't know anything you're fucking saying, to tell you the truth.
yeah, I don't think he believes that you don't watch the shit.
I'm not interested in you, dude.
I know.
Your shit is boring. It's just you popping off, acting like a fucking ass, and then leaving because you think you're self-righteous, and you're not. You cross boundaries. You treat people like shit. You're not grateful for what people do for you.
Bruh.
So yeah, that's where I am in my history with G-Man. He claims he was...
I hope everybody's, you know, appreciating the irony here of many things that they're saying. Not that they maybe are wrong, but, you know, it's pretty rich. It's definitely a case of the kettle calling the pot, you know the rest. Let's skim through the end here.
Little interesting
folks, I think we get the gist of what's going on in this
married.
video.
I believe that actually, that he was married.
I don't know.
I went on her Facebook page and she has 2 kids that look just like him.
No shit. Okay.
She has his last name.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're little carbon copies of him, man. Maybe she's a relative or married into. I don't know. One time he got us that Popeye's chicken sandwich. I never tried it before.
Good,
dude, those Popeye's chicken sandwich. This was like months ago when it happened, but man, that was freaking good.
There's been some people that passed away that like you're like holy shit, you know. But
that's true.
I don't think he's passed away.
No, for years. Watch said something, didn't I?
I didn't say that one. I don't know. You know that?
Yes.
Bro.
His sister pretty much rules his whole world, pretty much.
I've only heard him mention his sister a couple of times, and it was about money he was going to give me for the house.
Yeah, she's telling him that you owe these people money, and he's deciding to be fucking greedy, like always. He's very cheap. Don't ever take any help from him because you're just going to get the cheapest of cheap. You're never going to get anything that's freaking decent.
Takes you to the Dollar Tree and then, like, buys, like, a fucking strawberry cup.
Like, no food or anything.
What? That was so weird.
So
but why would you want to go to the Dollar Tree?
So they're complaining that he's too cheap because all the free stuff that he's done for them wasn't good enough. But he's the ungrateful one. Again, I'm not saying the stuff they're saying about him necessarily is wrong, but I just, there's an irony here, folks, that has to be appreciated. There's, you know,
to get food anyway. Like, why not the grocery store, bro? Like, normal people get food.
No, it's got to be Dollar Tree. I don't know.
Like,
it's like it gets to a point where I think about this stuff, and we're like an hour 17 minutes into it thinking about it, and I just don't want to think about it anymore.
Like, bro, like, when I was giving him shit, I gave him top dollar shit. You know, I didn't give him the cheapest of the cheap, you know? I gave him as much as I possibly could, you know? And that motherfucker, he just sticks to the cheap. And it's like...
I would also like to point out, I would also like to remind everybody that when they moved out, right, not of just their uncles, but also we saw the place in Colorado, at least one of them, the fridges were overstuffed with food rotting because they would blow all this money on this, quote, top dollar food, but then also mooch money for takeout and eat takeout every day and literally let the food rot in the fridge. Again, these are the people that are complaining that the free groceries G-Man was buying for them weren't top dollar. They just weren't quite to their standard to let rot in their fucking fridge. Just a reminder, folks. Anyways, I think we get the idea.
Don't get it. You just don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. Because it's like, to me, I look at that stuff as disrespectful. It's like when you're like, it's like you're not good enough for, you know, something a little bit, you know, moderately priced.
What?
You know, I'm not right now.
Convince him otherwise.
Maybe not all of you. Some of you are sweet people.
Absolutely.
It's the noise, you know, the noisy ones.
The static.
Yeah.
The chatter.
Yeah. Love you too, Lisa. Do you think he's going to try to find us? And he's been trying. Oh, Puff. Holy shit, you're still going. I am. We're about to actually end this. I got to add you as moderator. Managing moderator. There you go. I just added you as managing moderator, sir.
There you go.
Yeah. So, why can't the cops help? Well, we're working on that.
Yeah. We won't.
I don't need to say anything else on that. Yeah. So, we're going to take off.
You know, I do wonder, do they have Shanny's poop bucket, which seemed to be a necessity where they lived at the last place? How's that all working out? Do they have a bucket for her just outside the tent door that Jason has to carry off to the bushes, or does she make the trip herself now? Is she able? Now she's lost all that weight being homeless. How does that work? That's what I wonder. Those are the questions that keep me up at night, folks. Whatever happened to Shanny's shit bucket? I don't know.
If anyone would be kind and donate so we can get some food tonight, that would be wonderful. If not, you don't need to.
No.
We'll survive.
We will.
Yep, we'll survive. We always do. All right, let's do this. Peace and Maranatha.
There you go.
I love you guys. You guys, you know, stay strong. To the meanies out there, stop being mean. You're gonna get someone killed. It's really stupid and irresponsible to do, and then you get in trouble with the law because you're just showing everyone what kind of person you are. Especially when it's in text. Cops can really see that. Anyway, peace, Maranatha, guys.
We'll be right back after these messages.
I ain't got no kids anymore, but I got a fuck ton of chairs.
Come on down to Stinky's World of Fucking Chairs.
Holy hopping horse shit! We got chairs out the ass. Big chairs, little chairs. We're liquidating the fuck out of these chairs. We got chairs for all sorts of asses. And a mukbanging. We got that chair. Lymphedema. We got that chair. Watching the Weather Channel. We got that chair. All chairs are made in the great USA, not China. So remember, for all your chair needs,
come on down to Stinky's World of Fucking Chairs.
Stinky's World of Chairs. We'll sew you the entire seat, but you only need the edge.
Alright, y'all, first of all, let me turn off this fan. Because apparently you can't hear a word I say.
I'll try to get it louder, folks.
Alright, now that I'm here and you can hear me, let me say something. Let me speak to the other guys out there. Guys that might be real, guys that really do want a girlfriend. These dating apps on your mobile device are not it. TikTok is not it. Facebook is not it. MySpace, if it still exists, is not it. Twitter is not it. aka X. Facebook is not it. I don't know about Gab, because Gab is a little bit different. Gab might be okay, I don't know. Of course, you have to be a Christian to be on Gab if you're wanting to date somebody, because the vast majority are going to be Christian. But, you know, I mean, you're not going to get anybody. I'm sorry. I have dealt with now over 5,000 people, in air quotes, online, and so far none of them have been legitimate. Even the ones that were real, they just wanted money. So I mean, you know, they weren't technically real either. They just wanted my money. They didn't want a relationship. They didn't want a boyfriend. They didn't want a fiance. They didn't want a husband. They didn't want a little yapping dog. They just wanted money, you know. So that's not good. Okay, so yeah, I want to talk to.
You said, what should I do? You better fucking believe it.
At Nomad Nothing has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Share.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I bet Vaughn wishes he had all those chairs in the double wide right about now. That was peak VONHELTON. That was the apex of his life, folks. It was a much better time not that long ago. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you for the donation.
That are real. Let me make it abundantly clear. You're not going to find anybody here. You're not going to find anybody on the dating apps on your mobile device. And you're not going to be able to find anything on social media platforms. Now, platforms like eHarmony and SinglesNet, if it still exists, those might be legit, but I heard even eHarmony has went to shit now. So, see, let me tell you the criteria on the dating sites. Okay, the criteria on the dating sites is kind of like Social Security, SSI, and SSDI. They changed the criteria on it. Okay, the criteria now for a dating website is not to find somebody to date in real life and marry potentially, or at least, you know, have as a boyfriend or girlfriend. That's no longer the criteria. The criteria for dating, in air quotes, online, is now that you get online with them, and when you talk with them online, that is a date in their minds. That is a date, and then you buy their pictures or their videos, or you know, buy them little gifts or whatever the website has. And that's considered a date. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not a real date. It's not. But they call it that. They're calling it that. So all of these online dates, okay, all these online dating apps, none of them are real. They're not real dates. Okay, in their mind, you date somebody by going online and talking to them. That's their idea of a date. You get it? You understand the difference? I hope you do. I hope you get this, because it's important.
See, what Vaughn is, what he doesn't understand is that he was on cam girl sites, and he was giving money to cam girls who were not giving him their real identity, and there was no contact beyond the cam show. And he thinks, he has convinced himself that is a dating site, where you find Asian cam girls and you just throw money at them so you can text chat and tell them what position you want them to do on camera. That he's that's what's going on, folks. I'm just stating the facts here.
Because I'm trying to save you a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of grief. Okay? And hopefully I can do that. Now, the vast majority of dating apps deal with AI bots. Okay? So if you're looking for a real human, you can stop right now. There was this Chinese American that I was really, really excited about. I thought she was real. She had a like a Gothic or Celtic cross on her chest. and she was Chinese American, and you know, she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come to where you're hunkered down at, and I'm gonna see you, and I'm gonna rescue you, and you'll come back to my place, and I'll treat you good and shit. And she wasn't even a human. She was AI. her videos were AI. Her pictures were AI. All of her background story was made up. Everything was AI about this girl. And I thought she was real. I did. I thought she was real. And so even I can get pulled, guys, every now and then. And now most of these AI videos I can see through. But this one was done extremely well, and it was hard for me to tell. But unfortunately, I got took. So it's unfortunate, but that's the way things go. But you can't miss the girl. She's got a huge Gothic or Celtic cross on her chest. Well, her stomach, actually. And you can't miss it. You can't miss this chick. I mean, how many people have that, right? But it doesn't matter because she's not human. She's AI. But she had me going for a long time. Oh yeah, I'm going to come get you. As soon as I get from work, I'm going to come get you. She never came. In fact, nobody that said they were coming. I mean, even somebody that said they were coming for coffee, even they never came. All right? So give it up as far as that goes. Now, here on TikTok in particular, okay, you're going to get these messages from famous actresses like Scarlett Johansson, Sandra Bullock, Jennifer Aniston, Dolly Parton, and all these other famous women. Or you're going to get porn stars like Lexi Too Legit or Osorio or something of that nature. You know, or you're going to get rich heiresses that are going to message you. Okay, forget it. That's not happening. Okay, these people have tons and tons and tons of money. Also, they have a bigger lifestyle than yours. Okay, these people are used to going to black tie events. They're used to going out for caviar and champagne and you know, pheasant under glass and shit like that. They're not going to want some poor, broke down motherfucker like you. No, they're not. So what is this then? Well, typically it's black dudes in Africa, but it doesn't have to be. But typically that's what it is. Whether it's AI run or whether it's human run, doesn't matter. It still ends up being a black dude in Africa for some crazy reason. I don't know why. But I wanted to get on here and actually have a heart to talk with the real guys, okay? Because real guys need to know. You're not going to find anybody, okay? 5,000 people. Well, supposed people. Because they're not really people, are they? No, they're AI bots or some kind of other computer-aided generated crap. So, you know, understand though. But I mean, you know, all this time that I've wasted, I shouldn't have wasted it. I shouldn't have wasted it. Now, you know, I would love to be proven wrong on this shit. But after 5,000 people, I don't think I'm going to be. I just don't. I don't think I'm going to be. I think I made up my mind that I'm just gonna, you know, call it a day on this shit, you know, and find something else to do. Now, that does not mean, however, that I'm not going to get out of this car, because I still have every intention of getting out of this car. I'm just going to have other, you know, going to have to come up with other means to do so. That's all. But realistically, I probably should have never went to New Jersey. I should have never went to Arizona. I should have stayed right there in Kentucky, and then when I got this extra little bit of money, I should have went out and tried to get me a cheap place to live, but I didn't do that, and I should have. But it's okay. There's a reason for everything, and so, you know, I'm still trusting that the gods are going to pull this thing off. You know, whatever it is they decide to do is fine with me. And you know, yeah, well, Vaughn, what if you don't make it? Well, then I don't make it then. And then I just come back and try again. Because remember, there's a prophecy over my head, okay? And that prophecy is not going to be over until it's fulfilled by me. Okay, so if let's say I die tomorrow. Let's say I die tomorrow. I'll just come right back. Go read the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Thoth was able to go down in the halls of Amenti and just get him a body and get inside that body and just come out and hang out with humans like it wasn't no big deal. And they weren't the wiser either in some cases. So yeah, But, you know, just, you know, I don't want you getting your hopes up only to get them dashed against the rocks, because that's really pretty shitty. You know, I want y'all to have a lot of fun and have a good time. You know, I had somebody message me the other day saying, well, I've met some real people on here. Yeah, if they're not after anything, I imagine you could, probably. Problem is that if you're trying to date or you know, have somebody, maybe not even dating, maybe even just a business venture of some kind, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful who you associate with. Okay, that's not a joke, man. That's hardcore. But anyway, I just wanted to touch base and talk about that a little bit, because it does need to be talked about. And hopefully something can be done about that with any luck. And everything will be just ducky. Alright? Anyway, peace. Bye. Alrighty, once again, y'all, we are back, and we are going to do a mukbang, and it's an actual, literal apple pie this time. It is good. I don't think you like apple pie, bro. At least I don't remember you liking apple pie. Très magnifique. This is some good stuff here. As a side issue, I saw a living, breathing white girl on TikTok last night. She was up on camera. I couldn't believe it. I almost fell out of my damn chair. A living, breathing white girl. Oh my God, it was amazing. And boy, did she have an attitude. Wow. Anyway, at least she was real. And it's not expensive, so that's good. All right, Sharpie Dog. Let me get this. Let me get this. The leash on live here. There you go. There you go, Sharpie Dog. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, a little birdie told me as they were passing by that I am very close to low-income housing in this area. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah. So I'm going to go check that out too. First thing in well, no, I can't, because it's the weekend. Shit. Tomorrow's Saturday. I can't check it out. Dagnabbit. First thing Monday morning, I will check it out and see what happens there. That would be nice, wouldn't it? West Virginia Housing Authority, man. Wouldn't that be awesome? West Virginia. Wasn't that, let's see. Was that in one of Denver's songs? Was West Virginia, yeah, West Virginia was in one of John Denver's songs, I think. West Virginia, out my country roads. Take me home, oh, country roads. So yeah, West Virginia is indeed in one of John Denver's songs. How about that? That's something. While you at it, get an apple pie. Come on, Mickey D's. You need me as a sponsor. Or I need you as a sponsor, or however the hell you do it. Mountain Dew definitely does. I've drank Mountain Dew since, what, I was 5 years old. I remember the glass bottle with the hillbilly on the side. That's how far back I go. Hell, I go all the way back to Pong. That's a good little ways. So, yes, indeed. If the housing authority has an opening, I'm golden, man. I'll be out of the car. Won't that be fun? I'll be out of the car then, guys. Won't that be awesome? Yes, it will. Yes, it will, because once I get out of this car, man, things get real interesting. And it doesn't matter whether I get in with the housing authority or whether somebody rescues me or whatever. When I get out of this car, I have a funny feeling things is going to change radically. It's going to be fun, fun, fun. Can you imagine how hot it would be right now if that bubble hadn't been bursted? Can you imagine? I mean, we were starting to get 90s before it snapped. Can you imagine? It'd probably been 120 in the shade by now, which is ironically what Google predicted. So, but man, oh man, that I truly believe with all my heart that heat bubble would have killed thousands of innocent Americans, and I couldn't have that on my conscience, you know. I just can't. I just can't do it. Why do people come up with stuff like that? Why? I don't understand. I can't understand why someone would create something that would slaughter thousands of innocent Americans. It's beyond my comprehension. I'm just not wired that way, I guess, you know? I'm just not wired that way, man. I can't conceive of such a thing, you know? I just can't. Of course, knowing me, I mean, you know, now I can't even step on an ant, you know. I got to be careful because I have to honor all life, right? So I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying. Of course, now you try to come at me to eat me or something, yeah, you're dead meat, right? But, you know, otherwise, I'm going to try to preserve everything as best I can and, you know, take it to the highest level I can. But yeah, can you imagine if that bubble was here, man? It'd be 110, 120 by now. It'd be unreal, man. It'd be crazy. Crazy hot. Well, it looks like we might get a little bit of rain. I ain't inclined to knock to music. So, Sharpie's enjoying this now. Now that the sun's hit, he's enjoying it. Yeah, let me get some things out of the way, okay? Since I got your undivided attention, let me get some things out of the way. You get a hold of me and you tell me to sell my car, you're going to get permabanned. You tell me to get rid of my dog, you're going to get permabanned. You ask me for money, you're going to get permabanned. Okay? I don't understand how much plainer I can make it than that. How much plainer can I make it than that, right? You say stupid things, you're going to get stupid prizes, okay? You just are, all right? You say stupid things to me, you're going to win stupid prizes, okay? You tell me you want me to sell my dog or get rid of my dog, that's not going to happen, okay? You're out of here. You tell me to get rid of my car, you're out of here. You tell me to get rid of those PCs back there, you're out of here. You tell me to get rid of my mobile device, you're out of here. You ask me for money or a gift card or any other stupid shit like that, you're out of here. Okay? Can't make it no plainer than that, right? Can't make it no plainer than that. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to the West Virginia Housing Authority and see what they say, and hopefully, keyword there, hopefully, they've got an opening. Now, I'm hearing horror stories about this sort of thing where you got to wait 2 to 5 years to get a place. Maybe so. But, you know, I mean, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get there at just the right time where something just then come available and I can scoop my happy ass right in there and get it right then and get lucky. The gods will open up a door, right? The gods will open up a door for me. and then let me squeeze on in there and get the place, and hopefully live happily ever after. Now the side part is that once I'm out of the car, I believe that that's when the rough patch ends, and then when the rough patch ends, then we have a lot of fun. We get ready to start, right? So when we have a lot of fun starting, that's when I start smiling a lot. So it's gonna be a hot time in the old town tonight, you know, when I get out of this car. Like I said, whether I get out because of the housing authority, whether I get out because I get a windfall of money, say win the lottery or whatever, or because some compassionate person say, hey Vaughn, here you go, get in here and stay with me and keep me company, and your little yapping dog keep all the ghosts and goblins away, because that is a side benefit, right? So, you know, but we'll see what happens. But I do believe that the time is drawing nigh. The time is drawing nigh when this thing's a wrapping up. Because, let's see, when did they say that I would meet this soulmate of mine? Remember Hint? For entertainment purposes only. But what did they say? They said, oh, well, you're not going to meet this woman until August anyway. Remember that? Well, guess what this month is? Oh, it's August. So you got that. Then on top of that, you got that one terrifying
so
that said I wouldn't be out of here.
He refers to that knowing that it was for entertainment purposes only. Because remember, he thought it was real, and then he was bummed out because he found out that it's just like a gag, like hiring a psychic for a party to read palms for $15 or whatever. And then now he admits it, but still thinks it holds some kind of validity. Like, we're in August, folks. This is when they said, that's when that gag prophecy like said it was going to unfold for me. This is the month, folks. This is the month. This is it. The month of VONHELTON. This is it. The summer of Von is almost over, folks. And, you know, it's been fun tracking his fingernails. You see them now? Like I don't want to go back. I'm sure he'll show them many times. We've seen them many times, but it's kind of like watching grass grow, right? You don't really realize how much they've grown until it just all of a sudden it's, you know, your lawn is overrun. That's kind of Vaughn's fingernails right now. It's just, you know.
Here until August. Well, guess what? It's August. And then on top of that, you got, you know, the housing authority, and you got the Social Security Administration. They're saying it's going to take a long time. So August seems to be it. August, September seems to be the time. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on, y'all. Hopefully it'll be soon. I'm ready to get out of there. I'm so ready for this to be over. My God, I'm ready for this to be over. Ready for this to end and settle down and start living like a normal human being again. And you know, just be great. And hopefully this time I'll have an army of lawyers, and in that way when they start their shit again, I just send an army of lawyers after their ass, and that'll shut them up, huh? You ought to be my sponsor. Come on, sponsor me, McDonald's. And Mountain Dew, sponsor me, man. Sponsor me, damn it. I could use a sponsor. If I can get a sponsor, if I can get Mountain Dew to sponsor me, or Mountain Dew, or both, I'd be doing great. I'd be doing real good then. If I can get them to sponsor me, I'd be set. I really would. Get them to sponsor my YouTube channel, my Odyssey channel, my Gab channel, and then now my TikTok. I'd be set. I'd be set, bro. Anyways, I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye. Drug kingpin Donnie Jeffrey has just been given a 22-year life sentence. I personally don't believe that's good enough, but that'll do, I guess. So yeah, another piece of shit thrown away. Shame it ain't forever, but oh well. That's the way it goes, I guess. But yeah, for those of you that just now joined in, Donnie Jeffrey, massive drug kingpin, has now been put away for 22 years. So that's good. That's where he belongs. Of course, he actually belongs in a pine box, but I guess you just got too many bleeding hearts out there. Almost makes me wish I was back out on the streets again. Damn.
You say I'm not the Punisher? Fuck you. I've been the Punisher. I was a Punisher before Punisher was ever famous. Before anybody even knew who the fuck the Punisher was. I was the Punisher. What the fuck are you doing? Have you been out in the street? Fuck no.
Evil must be.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Almost said morning. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is your daily dose of conservative talk here on TikTok by your venerable host, James Paul VONHELTON, Master of Mystic Arts, Sorcerer Supreme, Demon Slayer, and part-time Hurricane Destroyer. Now with more bubble bursting power. And we are back again to regale you with useless information that's supposed to drive your imagination. And boy, have we got a doozy today. Are you guys sitting down for this one? This is going to shock you. According to Weather TV, yes, that is a real thing. According to Weather TV, the climate of the United States is shifting 1,000 miles north. Now you say, well, Von, what does that mean? What that means is that Ohio is going to get hot. And Buffalo, New York is going to actually be mild. That's what that means. That's exactly what that means. Because all of your heat is coming from Mexico and shifting 1,000 miles north. Now, this is not from any conspiracy website. This is from Weather TV, a weather channel, saying this. Not VONHELTON, not a conspiracy website. This is Weather TV saying this. It's all shifting 1,000 miles north. So, if you are in a desert climate, you will soon be in even a hotter climate. And if you're in a mild climate, like, say, I don't know, North Dakota, let's say, well, suddenly you're going to be in a hot climate. And if you're in Montana, which is usually a cool climate, well, now you're going to be in a mild climate. So, vive la différence. Yeah, just hang in there, folks, because things are about to get interesting. But this is coming from Weather TV, not a conspiracy website. And they are reporting that the temperatures, ambient temperatures of the United States are moving 1,000 miles north. Things that make you go, But that's exactly what they're reporting, and you know, you can kind of tell. I mean, it's getting unseasonably warm. You know, even in Ohio, I've noticed it's been getting unseasonably warm. And even now that the bubble is gone, they're still saying it's going to get warm because the temperature is literally going north. Damn. I may have to see if they got some room up there in Canada. But yeah, that's what they're reporting. That the ambient temperatures of the United States are moving 1,000 miles north. So, if you are in a cold climate or a medium climate, well, now you're going to be in a hot climate, whether you like it or not. Because there's no stopping this thing. Apparently, this is something that, you know, it happens ever so often, and unfortunately for us, it's going to happen. That's what they're claiming. Now, like I said, this is Weather TV reporting this, not VONHELTON, so point your hate mail to them, not to me, okay? Well, Von, surely you can use your magic to stop this. Not if it's a naturally occurring phenomenon, I can't. No, it has to be artificial. If it's an artificial thing, such as arson, or such as a weather weapon, or something of that nature, or these damn chemtrails, or something like that, if it's an artificially created situation, then yes, I can intervene.
You know, here's what they got crafty one time. They said, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll have tornadoes here in North Carolina. We'll have tornadoes in Texas. We'll have tornadoes in Michigan. He can't be everywhere at once, which is true because I'm only one guy. But here's what I done. I called upon the four winds of the elder gods, and I literally just swept the whole goddamn country clean. I took
everything, swept it right off into the fucking Atlantic Ocean. And they're like, wait a minute, you ain't allowed to do that, but too bad, I did it anyway, so fuck you. But if it's natural, no, I don't think so. At least not much. I mean, I can try to lessen the devastation, but I mean, if it's a naturally occurring phenomenon, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do, guys. I'm sorry. You know, I'd love to say I could, but there's not much I can do. Except, like I said, you know, try to lessen it as best I can. That's about all I can do, guys. Now, on the other hand, if it's artificial, well, then I can step in. Oh, yes. And I have in the past, as you all well know. But anyways, I thought I would report the good news. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. Just when we thought we were going to get away from this damn heat, right? And he said, well, Von, what the hell does this mean for winter? That's a damn good question now, doesn't it? Damn good question. Does this mean we're even going to get snow for the winter? I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, huh? And then again, weather TV could be all wet. No pun intended. But we'll see. We'll see. But that's what they're reporting, and it came across my nose. And so I'm telling you, because you have a right to know what's being told out there. But you do. So, there we are. Like I said, vive la différence. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye. Alrighty, folks. It's donation time again. I got some bills that need to be took care of. In addition to gasoline and ice for the ice cooler and food and that sort of thing. And so if you would give as you are led to give, that would be awesome. And the gods and goddesses of freedom religion will bless you for it. I do believe that. And like I said, I was reading somewhere where it might even be tax deductible if you give a certain amount. I think if you give above a certain amount, it might actually be tax deductible. Not even kidding. Now, of course, you need to check that with your own state and with your own city and county and all that sort of thing. But yeah, look into that, because it might actually be tax deductible. Like, say, if you give over $500, let's say, that might be tax deductible. You know, but if you give like $10, yeah, probably not going to be tax deductible. But if you give like 500, 1,000, 2,000, something like that, then it might be. Look into that in your area, and if it is, hey, there you go, man. That's a great way. That's a great incentive to give right there, is if it's tax deductible. So look into that, and while you're looking into that, please give generously and give as you are led to give. Because I do have some things that need to be took care of right away, and so that I can keep bringing the truth to you. And without your support, now I can't bring the truth to you. I just can't. That's just the way it goes, man. That's the harsh reality that we live in. I need your help. Things are tough for me too, not just for you. They're tough for me too. And let's just put it right out here, right now, okay? When I ask for donations, there's this theory that's going around that I'm just getting thousands of dollars. No, actually, I'm not getting any donations at all. The last video that I made never got no donations. Not one. Not even one. Alright, so yes, please give generously. Please help me out. I've got some bills that I need to take care of. I've got some things that I need to get done. And hopefully this thing won't be much longer, guys. So please give generously to help me out so that I can get out of my situation here and try to get back to some semblance of normalcy if I can. Alrighty, that's going to do it. Y'all have a blessed day and a better tomorrow. Bye. Folks, what a powerful morning coffee this is. Scientists are now saying that they have found a way to reverse degenerative discs. And by the way, this is your morning coffee here on TikTok. Your conservative talk with your venerable host, James Paul VonHelton.
Demon Slayer, and
imagine if they did a scrape under that fingernail, took it to some lab, but that'd probably have to be like some quarantined, airtight, fucking Wuhan, facility. Put that under a microscope. My God. There could be a cure for 3 diseases. Just
Hurricane Destroyer. And we have found this article where they say they can now reverse degenerative discs. There's some sort of hydrogel, they say, that they can literally inject into you to replace the discs that are damaged. And it's minimally invasive, they say, and you will be almost guaranteed to have back and neck pain completely eradicated. That's what they're saying. They're saying this could completely eradicate back and neck pain. Boy, that sounds good to me. I mean, how many of us guys have back pain? Hello? So this is good news for us guys, right? Because that's the one thing us guys deal with is back pain. Well, they're saying now with this hydrogel, it's eliminated. It's practically gone. And boy, that's good news for us guys. That's for sure. So, wow, what a powerful morning coffee this is, huh? But yeah, this hydrogel, they inject it into you and it gets rid of all the pain and replaces your discs. Isn't that great? That's awesome, man. That's some great stuff. And minimally invasive. You don't have to worry about, doing major surgery or anything like that. It's amazing. Now, my question is, where the hell did they get this technology from? Come on now. Isn't it interesting how all of a sudden we're getting all these breakthroughs? I wonder why. Where are we getting all these breakthroughs from? But anyway, what a powerful morning coffee for us guys, huh? No more back pain ever. Wouldn't that be great? That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? And they're saying this is possible. They're saying this is actually possible. This hydrogel, they're calling it. And they just inject it where your discs go. And it replaces your discs. And you're good to go after that. No more problems ever. Wow, that sounds good to me, man. Because I tell you, back pain sucks. Anyways, I thought I'd share because I can, because I should, and because you have a right to know. And this is good news. This is good news for us guys, especially. As I tell you, when you're a guy and your back is killing you, you're done, man. You're pretty much done. So, this is great news. And hopefully we can implement this immediately. I'm just wondering where we got this miraculous technology from. All right, come on guys, let's put our thinking caps on. It just suddenly appears out of nowhere. We just suddenly get this technology. We're getting a rash of breakthroughs all of a sudden. Why is that, I wonder? It's just like in '39 when Germany started getting all these breakthroughs in aircraft technology. What happened there? What was that all about? Anyways, yeah, this is good stuff. This is serious. Because I know for us guys, back pain is the absolute worst, and this promises to fix all of that. So that'd be awesome, man. That would be awesome. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye. And in political news this morning, we have Caroline Leavitt has decided to step down and take care of her newborn baby, which is 100%
we already seen this
understandable.
one. We already seen this one. We already seen this one. We don't need this.
Hey, you guys, it's me.
The whole thing's just on loop. All right, I think that's it for tonight, folks. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and checking it out. Our little corner of the internet, keeping up with what is new with Von Helton and the Lulz Cows. With some content, but it's been a little quiet, but that's okay. It's the summer, folks. It's the summer. You know they're gonna amp up for Act 3 of the season, this play we call the internet. But thank you everybody for coming out and checking it out. Thumbs it up, all that good stuff. And like I said, we'll keep you posted with all the new developments in the world of lulz as it comes across our nose, folks. Comes across our nose. You know what? I'll leave you with another sampling, something new that I just put out on Spotify. Folks, this is serious business. Apparently there's been a breach in the containment unit in subsector L3. And just a reminder, as you make your way out of the facility, if any coworkers approach you and they do not cast a shadow, disengage. If they offer you anything, do not accept it. And if they try to lead you down any corridors, hallways, or into rooms that you do not recognize, do not follow them, folks. Like I said, this is serious business. So have a good night and a better tomorrow, and we will see you on the next live stream. Folks, thank you very much once again.
Attention all personnel. You are to log out of your assigned terminal and vacate the building via your closest available exit immediately. This is not a drill. There has been a breach in the interdimensional containment unit in subsector L3. Emergency response teams are actively working to resolve this issue. In the meantime, follow the evacuation protocols outlined in the employee manual. Do not answer any calls that come to your terminal, even if you recognize the number, especially if it is your own. Avoid contact with any coworkers until outside. If any coworker approaches you, whether you know them or not, look to see if they cast a shadow. If you see them in the corridors, hallways, or rooms on your way out, do not enter. We cannot guarantee your return. This will be the last communication. If you have not made it out by the second alarm, may God have mercy on your soul.
offering will be legendary!
approaches you and does not cast a shadow, cease all engagement. If they offer you something, do not take it, and certainly do not follow them.